Yo, yo, yo. Let's see. We got news about the hit. Uh, New week opening gap and the 200 moving average are just below where price is consolidating. So I am expecting it to manipulate here and then go up. That just makes the most sense. I'm going to try to enter right around here if it happens. Um, if it shoots up first, it depends on how far because it could bounce between the 20 and the 200, but we'll just see. We'll just have to see. 30 seconds. All right, so this makes sense for it to manipulate lower first because it's ever so slightly manipulating higher. So this, let's just see where it hits. All right, like that wick, like that bearish wick. Oh, that's pretty nice. So let's get this line out of here. All right, didn't really take this level. See, I like this to continue higher now. We'll see though. This isn't enough meat on the bone. Actually, that's about 20 points from here to here. Might be worth taking a short, except I don't know enough about this news that just came out yet. It might truly be bullish news. So I just want to be a little careful. I like that inside bar right there. I'm going to sell that. I like this inside bar right there. Okay. Trying it again. To be careful here. Really holding up here. I think we're right at VWAP is the thing. So it's either going to fail here and sweep, or I am going to chill on that trade. Looks like it's failing. I'm going to go break even. Hopefully get the full move here. Hopefully we get the full sweep before it retraces. Have to like it taking this level. Manipulation up at news. Nice liquidity down here. 200 moving average. New week opening gap. Just have to see if we get the move before it retraces is the only thing. Tempting to add right there. Tempting to add. Was tempting to add in this little pullback. All right. Turn these executions off. All right, so 100 bucks, two accounts, so 200 bucks. It's doing what I liked. I wanted to get long here. I like this level 4 short, but this is where I wanted to get long from to trade up here, but maybe you need to give it a little time to put in a bottom. Let me see, can y'all hear me? All right, looks like we got some audio. I don't know if that noise in the background's aggravating. I'm doing construction near my office. Some magnesium. Yeah, see, so 200, new week opening gap, beautiful wick. This is a nice long signal. A lot of time people that take the first signal do get punished, the early longs. Uh, I wouldn't fault you though if you got long off that first wick right there. So let's get off the 15-minute chart. Do we still like it to go up here? Well, this area just kept getting barely swept, and this is yesterday's high. Let's see, yesterday's middle of yesterday is also the middle of the range. This level, new week opening gap, new day opening gap, bottom of new week opening gap is right here. So price might want to take this, dip into 50% of yesterday and 50% of the overall range one more time. Hit all these levels, the early longs kind of get punished and then bounce from here. That makes a lot of sense to me. Just looking at the structure here in the line chart. You almost have equal highs up here, which is a nice draw. The harder it fails, the more you're going to be convinced in shorts that this level will hold. It's a bearish day, especially if new week opening gap fails here. You might get some aggressive selling, which obviously people that see this long continuation want. I like price to come up here, all the way up here before really failing hard again. So I don't think we're going to really fail hard again from this level. I don't know why. I could be totally wrong. But my intuition based off, like, let's look at the 4-hour chart right quick. You have really nice liquidity here. And just why not? We're kind of in a seek and destroy mode. I mean, of course you can go down here now. It's all good, but I feel like you would fake out so many people. If you started running here, they're like, oh, here we go, new all-time highs again. Tap this level and then fail hard. I just think it would be like a little more dramatic. I could be wrong, but we're also above 50% of this range, which does indicate bullishness. Like if it wanted to fail and take these, it probably would have bounced off that 50 and just continued lower and taken it. But that's my current thesis. 5-minute chart here. So what I have is a 20 period moving average, simple, 200 period moving average, simple, and VWAP. These other lines are, let's see, these other lines are just key levels that I like to look at. Actually, you know what? Dang, I didn't delete yesterday's. I'm gonna remove all drawings. Go back to this. Copy. Paste. All right, so we have yesterday's high, low, the mid. This purple line is the middle of that super large range. This is the new week opening gap with the middle line. And let's see here. All right, pardon me. Yo, if you're watching the stream, do me a favor and say what's up in the chat. Let's see here. All right, so this is an obviously a very strong level to get a bounce from. 200 period SMA, and new week opening gap. So if the market's bullish, in a bullish market, we're bouncing from here no matter what. I don't care what you tell me or anyone tells me. If we're bullish and we hit these two levels when there's such a confluence as the 200 SMA and the new week opening gap, perfectly lined up, and we're bullish and we're pulling back into that, we're going. No questions asked. I don't think the market is that bullish. So I won't be surprised to see it fail here. I did like a long from this area, and I might still like a long from this area. Um, and we are putting in a bottom here. 30-second chart. Very nice candle right there. Decent long. Very low risk. So I just think the news just hit, and we have still 40 minutes until open. So there's not a lot of reason for it to get super active right now in terms of like, why is the market going to run that hard from this level right now? Makes kind of a lot of sense to chop around this new week opening gap, which just means the weekly candle is flipping bullish, bearish. Higher time frame algos are getting triggered in both directions. So why not tap new day opening gap, which is down here, this brown tan line. New week opening gap. I mean, I really, really like a bounce from this level, honestly. That's this golden box is like the level for price to pull back, either probably stay up here, market opens, pull back down into here, and then rip up. I definitely like us to retake overnight highs. This line is high of day yesterday. Um, and I really like price to just rerun these levels. Mm-hmm. 555. Hmm. Interesting short idea from here, actually, right now. The fact that this didn't hold and we're now below this 200, it's pretty interesting. I wouldn't get too active right now though. Just given that news is all the way, I mean, open is over here. It's kind of just a crapshoot. I think a lot of people are going to be in a wait and see mode. There's not going to be a lot of high conviction. Of course, if price breaks, people will chase. Oh, but it's not high conviction for me. Um, 1823. I got $100 copied to 2 accounts so far off a short from here. Took a small L trying to get in there. Re-entered on this wick. And so basically caught this run pretty clean. Just playing that the news manipulated. So news hit right here. Big wick up. Closed back down here below. These guys. We printed this inside candle. Thought that was a good trigger. Kept my risk really tight. Got stopped out. But yeah, I still like the look of it, so I tried it again. I'd rather get stopped out right here than for a small loss and have to re-enter than put my stop somewhere really high and then just take that giant L. I'd rather get stopped out, re-enter, get stopped out again, low risk. Make 2 to 3 small losses versus just one giant loss, because if I'm right, I should know sooner than later, because that's my whole thesis is, hey, we manipulated, prices consolidating right here, it can't go higher, it's ready to go lower. It shouldn't go much higher. So yeah, like I said, this is an interesting level to get short from. Just shorting down through the new week opening gap. Um, wick, wick. Just not. I don't. I do like the short from here now that this level's failing. I just don't know if I love this time of day, 7:45, 8:45 New York time. Tough call. Man, I love price action. Love it. So interesting. Each one of these little candles is telling a story. All together, each swing is a higher time frame candle. Yo, I'm getting some views, so that's cool. Maybe this is the time I need to stream. So let's see. I'm gonna put some big words on here. Concurrent views, analytics. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the dream stream. Wow, dream stream. Oh my God, bro. Dude, if you're a day trader and you're trading right now and you got the time and or the money or either or to look at this beautiful chart, you are blessed by God. That is just a fact. You are truly blessed by God to have this opportunity. All right, so this is the type of thing where like I like this area for short, but yeah, eh, price can just do whatever right now. I mean, I love this level. My God, I love it. Great for defining risk. Tempting to get long right here, but you stop right there. Small risk. If it breaks here, it's at least going to there. Actually, now that I look at it, it's a kind of nice DOL. This is kind of a nice draw on liquidity. Oh, I got a like, bro. What? Someone liked my stream. I think that might be my first like. That might be my first like that I ever got. So someone liked the stream. Trying to see what's up here. Where did this? Hmm. All right, I'm trying to find my own stream and I'm distracted because I went on YouTube to find it. YouTube is freaking distracting. Whoa, I gave my own stream a like to see if it helps the algorithm. Welcome to the dream stream. Let's do it. What do you think people like to see? P&L, huh? People like to see P&L like, I should just put my current running P&L for the day, like, boom. Like, just up here somewhere. Oh, you know what I can do on my streaming software? I can kind of make a thing probably. Let me see if I can make a thing. Color source. I don't know what that is. Huh. Need like a some kind of box type thing to go up there. It'd be kind of cool to make a box type thing. Dude, you see what I'm saying? You see how beautiful price is? Like, you identified levels and you're like, oh, it says nice level. And you put a line and then the market just does what's in your mind ahead of time. Like, you see the future. Like, it goes to the level, hits the reverse button. Um, so yeah, right back to the level. This is the type of seek and destroy. So look at this. Uh, Lower high, higher low. Let's see if prices are starting to. And you also have that here. Excuse me. Which it perfectly taps there. Kind of keep it clean. Keep the chart clean. Yo, say what's up in the chat if you're watching the stream though. That's like the law of the stream. Let me know if you can hear me. What's up? How's your morning going? Are you trading in Q? actually gonna finish writing my game plan. I did a little bit of early morning news scalping. Little baby base hit, Yerd, um, to start the day. So I'm gonna fill out my game plan. Can you see this? Let me see, there's a delay here. See this? This is a laminated sheet, dry erase marker. I fill this out every day and just erase it. Trading window or session, New York AM. Primary trading strategy, pre-market landmark pullbacks. That's what I like to trade. Landmark is this, right where we're at. This is the new week opening gap. A landmark is just a level that the market goes to frequently. Like when you go to visit Rome, you're gonna go to the Colosseum, then some other spot in Rome, like one of them fancy fountains, Pantheon or Parthenon or whatever that spot's called. Then these landmarks you're just gonna go to, just like all the other tourists. And that's what the market does every day. It goes to yesterday's high. It goes to the open of yesterday. It goes to last week's high. It goes to the new week opening gap. And it's just going from one of these levels to the next. Um, so like overnight, we went to yesterday's high. We returned to the new week opening gap, landmark to landmark. So I just track these landmarks, and then I'm looking for pullbacks towards the next landmark that is the objective, or a reversal from a landmark in the form of a pullback on a smaller time frame. So like if we hit a landmark on a 15-minute, right, then we start to bounce. Well, in a lower time frame, I'm gonna enter on a little baby pullback from that landmark. So, and on the chart we have, this is the 20, this very faint red line, which I'm not sure you can see, is the 20 period moving average based off the 2-minute chart. This is the 20 period moving average based off the 5-minute chart. This is the 200 period moving average based off the 5-minute chart. And then this is VWAP, this brighter. This line should be like purple or something, or hot pink. Yeah, that's better. So I keep the 2-minute really faint because it's not as powerful, but you can see price is starting to respect it here. I don't know if can you even see that on the stream? Yo, a lot of streamers are shy. Is it that you want to comment on the stream while you watch and you want to get busy in the chat, but your username is like Donkey Diaper 505, so you're kind of like embarrassed that you go by the name Donkey Diaper? I don't know. You tell me. I was gonna make this line so you could see it. Let's see. See, price was kind of bouncing, reverse from there, then it's kind of holding, and boom. All right, so this is inducement. No, that's a little baby stop hunt. You got a little baby stop hunt. Price just spikes up there. People that got short here, they're like, oh, we're going short, we're going short. Got them, got them. So I love this level. I just don't love this time. So it's like the cookies are in the oven and the recipe is like delicious, but they're not ready yet. They're still like raw. The dough is raw. All right, I'm going to see risk per trade 320, profit target 5, daily loss limit 1,000. I'm good with that on this account. Concurrent viewer. It's all good, bro. Incognito. Let's see here. I'm gonna post this stream link on my Twitters. Oh my God. A brand new luxury yacht valued at 1 million USD sank just 15 minutes after its maiden launch. Can you even like fathom? Damn, bro. All right, let's see. What do I say? GM and God bless. Come hang out and trade in Q. Okay, gotta spell God, G-O-D. Yo, you're on a dream stream right now. Don't you know that? You're on a dream stream. You're supposed to be commenting and stuff in the chat. You might not have the volume on, but let me see. All right. It's hard to kind of stream and be entertaining because you got to just keep talking. But, you know, I got my own thoughts inside my head. I'm supposed to be thinking my own thoughts. Are y'all watching to know my thoughts? Like this kind of sweep, sweep, reverse, sweep. Overall market trend, I'm gonna go neutral. Current volatility level slightly elevated. Current macro narratives. You got tariffs, rates, and I would say tech strength slash weakness. News events. Yes, sir, all day. Let's look at them right quick here. What in the Sam hell? Yeah, you got ISM services PMI at 10 a.m. So you got 8:15, 8:30, which we already had and scalped at. Then you got 10 a.m. services, ISM serve, PMI. Earnings, nothing this week. No earnings. Um, from here to there, 20 points. Decent scalp if you got nothing better to do, but it's not my drug of choice. 803. So did this little reversal came in at the hourly flip. This level's failing at the new hour. So let's see what this hourly candles are looking like. Um, Price is consolidating. Yesterday was ugly, bro. What is this? This is hot garbage right there. Um, Not that you can't trade it, but it's not that USDA prime. I really like this liquidity up here, man. I like price to run. I think we take some of these little levels, manipulate lower. Nice inefficiency here. I mean, this is some good liquidity down here. This liquidity is good liquidity. If the market likes to take liquidity, this one. Um, but I think we bounce from this level. Let's go 2 to 5 minute and just kind of get a. So I'm gonna take these news events off. This is market opening. Um, yeah, I think we take this level, 50, middle of yesterday, and then we kind of reverse. See how the 20 and the 200 are converging, but they're going in different directions. That's a little wonky. Price dips down here. 200 will flatten a little bit. 20 will obviously follow, but then start to creep up. And as it creeps up and the 200's flat and price is around here, maybe you can get something a little more explosive. Potentially. Ooh. I notice like a trend on this channel is that a lot of the viewers have chat phobia. Like they don't want to say what's up in the chat. All right, let's pull trading view up here. All right, we're gonna do some. All right, hourly chart. Rejecting from yesterday's high, yesterday's mid, which lines up with 50% of this giant range, yesterday's low. We're at new week opening gap. So support slash discount levels. We also have last week's low. I'm gonna call support slash discount yesterday's mid, last week's low, yesterday's low. So mid, last week's low, yesterday's low. Outside day would kind of make sense. I mean, the chart is consolidating. You got an inside bar. We're already taking the high. Why not take the low and then rip? I mean, you can do anything. Basically, is kind of the point. Market can do anything. This is a long trigger because of this yellow bar, according to my proprietary indicator. So price is breaking here a little bit. Not interested in that right now. So yeah, here looking at the 4 hour, I don't need any drawings. Here we got the 4 hour. So resistance level, I'll call it yesterday's high. I like this level, which is 23,555, 23,555. Also like middle of last week. Lines up with this bounce, this high. So if you go from this level all the way across, lines up with the middle of last week. So rejection, sweep, rejection, fail. Kind of a break, retesting that level again here, here, failing, failing, consolidating, chopping. So could break, could reject from there, which is 585, 23,585, and then I'm gonna put last week mid for that. My key area of interest is yesterday's mid, and that is at roughly 23,414, 23,414. Let's see what we got. Trade preparation notes, watch list and setups. What do I want to see? I mean, exactly what I want to see is Judas to yesterday's mid, bounce to yesterday's high, which is this. So market opens, Judas, boom. This is what I want to see. First option. Could alternatively get market opens, barely takes this level, then sweeps these highs, then goes much lower. Couple of different options. Um, hmm. It's still 20 minutes until the open. So let's see, you have a upside expansion session model. Asia lows just, I mean, these lows just look ready to go. London and Asia lows are probably going to get swept. Bro, that drilling though. That's a dumb looking weekly chart. Big wicks. I mean, I don't know if price is allowed to go higher from here with these candles looking so dumb. This this one needs to run all day and tomorrow to not look dumb and be an outside week. Because like these lows just need to get violated. But I still think that from where we are now, taking that high and then taking that low. This is a daily chart, so there's a massive moves. That move is not 850 points. So not sure we'll get that this week. I might have to put some headphones on, some earplugs in. Dang, I don't have my earplugs. That drilling, bro. Oh my God, I think they're putting in some kind of handicap rail or something in the concrete. All right. Judas to yesterday's mid, bounce to yesterday's high. I will say 23,585 failure. I'm gonna put short from 23,585. If we get all the way up there, I'll like a scalp lower. Man, it's trying to cut down through the new week opening gap before the open. We're at the middle of the new week opening gap. So, all right, well, I'm going to take a break for a few minutes. Market opens in 15 minutes. That's when I'm going to get interested in taking a position. And until then, incognito stream viewer, you are going to be on your own. I'll probably be back in like 10 minutes. All right, so I'll see you in a minute. Yo, let's go. Do, 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 do. All right, man, this drilling's driving me crazy, so I'm putting some headphones on. Hopefully that will help a little bit. So what are we expecting? In the most simple terms, we are expecting um, let's see, not 9:30, 8:30. It's a little tricky given that we're at the middle of the new week opening gap. Price could break in either direction, but I really do like I like a Judah swing lower. I like this new week opening gap, new day opening gap to fail lower to around here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this area. I like a Judas down to this area. You gotta save that template. Oh yeah, save as box. All right, so this is what I like to see. This is actually what I like to see. And what is that? I want to, dang, stop grabbing stuff. All right. I'm looking for a Judas lower, so I want to see a fake out before the open higher. I want to see people getting sucked into longs just before the open, so at open I can get the Judas that I want lower. Does that make sense? Give me some ones in the chat. You're all right. So my plan is to take, if I get the right setup, also look at this for a short. The 20 and the 200 are lined up here. I mean, honestly, if they break, you can get an explosive move, but if you can manage your risk and get a short from here, right at open, I think you have a good chance of catching a Judas all the way down to here before we rip. And this is just the middle of yesterday and the 50% equilibrium of the higher time frame range. Dude, that drilling is sawing or sounds like drilling in concrete, bro. It's crazy. That's why I got these headphones on, man. Um, so sorry about that if it's loud in the chat or on a stream. The opening They're opening a new shop down the road from my office here. All right, there you go. Spike up. This nice level. Taking 2 minutes. I'm just gonna kind of stand up and walk around here for a quick second, stretch my body. Got to be charged up. Like I'm pumped right now, but I'm not like, yeah, like some kind of meth head ready to trade. I got good energy. So let's see here. 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to trust just exactly this level, just exactly these moving averages because of this pretty nice liquidity up here. So price, with the volatility to open, it could want to stab kind of high before reversing, but hopefully it'll do it before the open and reverse, and we can just catch the move cleanly down. We'll really have to see. All right, so here we are. We're getting to the 200. No, I like it to get a little higher. I actually want it to take this level before the open. If the trading gods will answer my prayer. Alrighty. Oh, here we go. I'm going to let it spike up and then I'm going to try to get short. If it'll do it. If it'll do it. So that's not that far of a risk. Let's just see. All right, risk off the table. Come on, fail, baby. Fail. I'm going to take one contract off. Because it could bounce pretty hard from here. I'll try to ride it down to this level if I can. Actually, I like this pivot. I'm trying to hold these contracts. I mean, that was pretty decent for this account to take all three off here, but I'm really trying to learn to hold. And so my thesis is that we're going lower, so we'll just have to see. What I want to do. So new week opening gap high. Nice wick rejection. If we can just fail lower here, that would be great. And, oh, it's close. It's close. All right, 42 bucks. I did my job. All right, now we're taking this level. Can still get a failure here. Can still totally get a failure here. But let's just see. Because is that enough to get us up to yesterday's high? Does it really not want to go down here? I don't want to get bias locked, get stuck to my analysis here. The thing is what do I need to see in order to take a long to yesterday's high? I'm not exactly sure. I'm glad I took that one contract though. All right, so inside down close bar, that's a reversal. And this is pretty tight. That's less than 10 points. All right, so that's not a good look for the shorts there. And we're above these moving averages. Let me check the stonks. Stonks are kind of popping at the open here. Is it worth taking one long? You know, we're just above the new week opening gap, both moving averages. Stonks are kind of trying to show some strength here. I'm not chasing it up there though. I'll take maybe a pullback. I might take a pullback from the new week opening gap if we get one. I don't want to chase this. Although this is not a bad long, honestly. Once it starts to hold above these moving averages in the new week opening gap, I'm cool with that, actually. I'm cool with that as a long. So now we're getting some, like the 5-minute chart looks pretty stout. Pretty stout, like it wants to take that. But let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Like I said, I'm not chasing, no matter what. I'm not chasing no matter what. So if it wants to give me a pullback to the 50% of the range or something, I'll be cool with that. And this is a 1-minute chart. Depending, okay, so this is closing. Initial imbalances here. All right. So this is interesting. 15-second. I like, see these big, I feel like these are like false advertisements. Yeah, I like these to fail. These like big, weird outside down closed bars are just like, I feel like profit taken slash also false advertisement. Yep, see, just fuel more buying. These shorts have to sell, I mean buy. Yeah, this was a, I like buying this close, but these aren't my A plus setups. This is not what I'm looking for. Alrighty. We are now, all right, so I don't want to sleep on a possible trend day. Because that's a lot of volume coming at the breakout of the overnight highs. 55. I said a reversal from around here. Let me get that level on this chart. What was that, a 15-minute chart? I think it was from here. Yeah. From this level, I think price could reject. Right? Nice reversal candle on the 1-minute here. But let's not forget we have news coming up too. Man, that freaking noise is really annoying. All right. So we could be getting the nice, the outside session right now. So this could want to sweep all the way to yesterday's low, or at least down below London, Asia. So we got the Judas up first. Let's just what kind of data is that? What's with that? Yeah, that reversal on the 1-minute looked pretty good. So let's see what it wants to do from here. If it doesn't want to bounce from here, I might play the momentum from the new week opening gap down through these levels to the 50%. Um, because you're not getting no bounce here. So you definitely would want to see a bounce from here. Interesting how it reacts if it does bounce from here, from this level, which is sort of a break and retest of yesterday's high. Tempting to take a short here and then use this level as um, invalidation, but I'm just going to be very patient because price might want to just dip a little bit, tap these moving averages, and then rip. So just got to be very patient right here. All right, interesting. Yeah, I got a feeling that we're just gonna just slip all the way down. What's up in the chat though? Yo, say what's up in the chat, bro. If you watching, I'm on this other screen here. I got the 1 minute chart and the 5 minute chart. I trade from the 15 second. I like to execute on these lower time frames. I like to look for the fractals and the structure, all that good stuff. I think we're about to fail hard down through here, so I might play this level. If this breaks, it's really tricky, man. You do have news at 10 a.m. Hmm. Yeah. If these two moving averages fail though, and then you start hitting this new week opening gap with some momentum, I think it's really gonna sell off quite nicely. And look at the 15-minute chart over here. Yeah, I mean, I love taking London and maybe even Asia's low, which is like London, and then I think this line is Asia. See right there? I like that. I like the way this looks. Okay, that's why you trade the close. All right, 50% of this leg right here is where I'll be very interested to see what price does for a short. However, initial imbalance and 50% of this leg is now holding. So that's kind of money right there. It's got to be patient, man, because we're above these moving averages still. So it is tricky. See, from the moving average is here to 50% of that is 30 points. Okay? All right, it does make sense for it to come up here. But we'll just have to see how weak it is. We don't really know how weak it is. All right, inside up close on the 1 minute here. A little bit of a bullish reversal pattern. Not the prettiest reversal. See, I do like this to fail, man. I want to sell that. Just not super. Just it's very hard to be sure that it's ready to go. Like the timing of it. See, they try to catch you off guard. I'm not. I'm not chasing this, bro. It's like I knew this is happening. Just finding the right spot. This is a beautiful candle. Just shorting into these moving averages is a little tricky for me. All right. And I'm really trying to be more disciplined with my entries and not chase. So 50% of this level, lining up with these moving averages. Let's see. Also, price has been just like dirty a little bit the last few days. Like top of the new week opening gap, almost like that first short, bro. Because this is a cliffhanger. This last bar should hold. This last up close bar should hold. Let's see what the risk is on this. 15 points. I really wanted to get up here, bro. I wanna get a spicy pullback. I want to enter on a spicy pullback where meaning like, some shorts get punished, some liquidity gets swept. Well, this is pretty weak. It's pretty weak. I'm okay missing this move if I don't get the entry that I want. I don't think I care about that line no more. All right, spicy pullback. You got a stop hunt right there. Hitting these moving averages. 50% of this leg. Let me find London's low. And that's going to be my target if price wants to go in my direction. Okay, this is London low right there. I just have to see if I got the timing right, if it was ready to go. We don't know for sure. Just have to let it play out. Very hard to time this like perfectly to where you enter, it goes in your direction. So, okay, no worries. I don't want to be in this trade if it starts to get above, this stop out because it could be wanting to go all the way back up here, which I'm not trying to be short if it does that. See, there you go. Man, this volatility is getting. What is happening here? Seriously, what is happening? All right. Okay. Really got to wonder about this. Whew. Man. So it's tempting to just sell this, but I need to see some kind of reversal or some kind of. Pros trade to close. I still think we're going to try to take London out. This volatility is bonkers, bro. Man, I'll re-enter if it wants to get back up here. It shouldn't. I don't want to see it. I'm not trying to let it come all the way back up there. This is gonna go or it's gonna chop, and I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna protect my capital a little bit. Okay. We'll have to see what this thing wants to do here. Volatility is a little haywire, and we're right in the middle of this range, so you don't want to diddle in the middle too much. Now, I could be wrong on my analysis, is the thing. I could totally be wrong. Let's go to the 5 minute and the 15. Oh, dude, I like a short from up here. I do like a short from up here. The exact level, though, is hard to call. Got to be patient. Hmm. News in 12 minutes. Have to see. All right. You might think that's chasing, but the fact that we're back down here with that much momentum, the longs are really in trouble. All right, so I'm back break even for today. I got one runner on. I'll see if it'll give me my level here. So this is just capital preservation, right? Like, obviously, I freaking want to win and make money, but I'm protecting this account too as I go. So stay in green. I'll actually, ooh, I'll add one right here. That's okay. I'm cool with that because if I would have got two down, that would have been great. And I was already willing and close to going getting out break even, which is what happened with two contracts instead of one. So that was just a really great, super low risk spot to add a contract. This is interesting for a short. 50% of that leg and both the moving averages. Um, Although when price starts to really bounce around here, these moving averages can get disrespected for quite a while. Oh man, I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to take that short. At these moving averages, like I still think this level is gonna fail. That is just dirty price action, bro. Is that how much? How many points is that? Wow. I had to take this because if this would have ran from there, I would have felt so silly. All right, another flag here. Volatility is super elevated, so I might need to go down from 3 contracts to one. Maybe I'll just do two, not 12. Oh man, that's the problem taking this after this is tapped. Once this is tapped, it kind of is a green light for it to go back up. So this short, I don't know. Of course, price is going down here, like I'm telling you. You can take it to the bank. How, when, and where to catch it low risk is the trick. All right, I'm going to try that. I like the look of the wick on the top of this candle. Can't cut it. Can't cut it. Had to let it play out. Hmm. All right. Given those last two losses back to back, trying to take a short from within this range, I'm going to stop trying to do that. Even though now look at it, it's fine. This is all just emotional traps. So this could happen again and go back up. News is coming in 10 minutes, 8 minutes. So I'm going to play it cool to then, and I'm going to say I'm going to let this go without me if it wants to go, which I know that it does. I mean, you can look at this chart, bro. It wants to come down here. It really does. It's just frustrating when you're trying to time it so precisely. Gamble with sniper entries. We do not do that. We're not out here gambling. So let's see here. Yeah, dude. I mean, if you're scalping like little moves, I'm trying to catch like a little baby swing. And I have to be in a trade for 10 seconds too. That's the other issue with this account. Oh, actually, not with this account. This yellow box is the initial imbalance created by the 1 minute. Clean this up. I'm just chilling. I'm making peace. Mm, mm, mm. My God, did I want to sell that so bad. This thing is ready, dude. The dough is ready to come out of the oven right here. So you just need them to open the door for you. This thing is ready, bro. It's ready, dude. Nah, get. Okay. Amazing, right? It is just, price action is just so amazing. Look how it touches that and then we'll just turn around. There are these algorithms in these bots that just look how they're programmed right now. I mean, if you can't see this pattern happening all the time, yo, let's go. If you're in the stream, holla in the chat or something. Hmm. Yeah, we're just waiting for news, bro. Very hard to make money in this, dude. Like this trend line to get swept. All right. I want to study the 4 hour and the 1 hour now. Getting ready for this news. The 4 hour, I would have to call it ready to flip bearish. It's closing back in the previous candle's range. The 1 hour is looking poo-poo. It's an outside bar, but it's closing towards the lower end of the range of the bar. I do like this next candle. I like this hourly to flip. I like this hourly candle to fail to this area and then to bounce. Um, that's my crystal ball. And we just don't know yet. I should probably take this trade in my other account. Tempted to take this long here before the open. Love to see. Very long story short. All right. I like this. I like this. Going low before news hits. Right when news hits, we put in a wick. Sweep up here, and then we're going to fail. Oh, it's tempting, bro. What are you going to do here? It's literally just failing. No reversal. Let's see. Yep. Get. 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 Give it a little bit of room. Get. Still trying to catch this London low. All right, I'm going to go for this one, and I'm going to take one off. Oh my God. What is keeping you from going? That's amazing. I don't trust this. What is keeping you from going, bro? Seriously. I can't fathom why this thing is not failing yet. They are just really, that's amazing. Like, that's awesome, dude. 450. I'm going to put a limited order in at 450. And then I'm going to see if I can catch the rest of this wave down to here. Would be Gucci, and I'm a trail. Like, bro, respect. Whoever's holding this market up, dude, respect. Because what in the hell? That is just awesome. Truly. I'm not going to lose a penny on that because that's awesome. If this thing rips, it's going up. It's going way up. Never did I have more high conviction that it was going lower. And it just like, shorts are freaking. Dude, how much do you love it, bro? The shorts right here are just like having an aneurysm. It's like, oh my God, you better fill that. Thank you, my God. What was that? They're like, to the tickety tick, didn't fill my limit order. Let's just see what we can do here. Might have to add another contract if I get something clean. What is the clean level? I mean, look at that. I'll do it. So I'm going break even. Market orders. I'm just adding one more contract. I'm willing to get stopped out break even because I was already willing to get stopped out break even. My entry is worse, but now if it goes in my direction, which I think it should, I think this thing should really kind of fail here and then bounce. So 430. Let's put a limit order in at 430. And I want to take something off if this thing reverses on me full stop here. Maybe I should just take one here. Nah, bro, fail. No, no. Market, market. Buy. All right, I'll take the profit on that contract that I added, which I don't know why, because I know it's going to take out Asia. This is Asia's low here. I just think it might tease Asia and then bounce really hard, and I just didn't want to. Dude, that just drives me, bro. When it gets so close to your target and you just get nada. So I'd rather just take it off close to the target. So let's see, bro. It's doing exactly more or less what I thought it should. Does it want to bounce from Asia? Dang, I see. That's why I was saying I wonder if I should trade this in my other account because I could have gone a lot bigger in size. Just watching the 5 minute and the 1 minute on this other chart here. So honestly, we don't know where this is going. So let's just try to trail. I mean, we don't know how low it wants to go yet. In an ideal world, it's going to bounce from here. Actually, I should be getting ready to take a long in my other account from here. Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to do add trailing stop. 10 points, 40 ticks. All right. I'm done on this account. 160 for today. I want to get to my other accounts now because I feel like there's an opportunity to catch this back up, possibly. All right. Welcome to the dream stream. Yeah, I do like this short here, but given that we're at Asia's low, I don't all the way trust it to just fail. Could definitely bounce, does not have to go to this level. This is yesterday's mid and 50% of the higher time frame range. Um, so you can tell by this sort of bottom we're putting in here that we are hitting some pretty good liquidity. There's a lot of the fact that price is willing to hold here because now you have lower high, higher low. Um, not willing to take that long yet. see, don't need this, don't need that. Pretty clean reversal right there. That's a pretty clean short trigger. This candle looks great. I actually don't love it when there's no wick on the bottom. It's like too obvious of a fake out. Like this one has a little wick on the bottom. Half decent. Half decent reversal here. So let's see. London's low. New week opening gap. So this is a new week opening gap continuation model. That's a clean one. See the little wick on the bottom? Longer wick on top. We just didn't quite reach the new week opening gap or the new day opening gap, which is this is a nice area to fail from. $50 seconds left in this 5-minute candle. Could foresee it kind of failing here. Stonks are bouncing a little bit. Okay. Interesting location. 50% doesn't want to hold and bounce. Okay, this makes sense. This makes sense if it's going to be a reversal. Or even just this little move makes sense that it's bouncing 50% of that. Enough buyers are willing to consider it. Ooh, okay, I like that. I like that. Is that false advertising or is that the real deal? Oh my God, I almost pushed the button right there. For a short. I want to see it touch the new week opening gap one more time. I want to see it get in here. Like this long for a baby scalp. I can't take that in this account though. Oh my God, the drilling stopped. Dude, if you don't comment in the chat and you're a viewer on the stream, look at this. Touching the box. Rejection wick. Ooh, so hard. Oh my God, do I take it? 46 seconds left on this 5-minute chart. On this 1-minute candle though. Yeah, look at these moving averages up there. That's just looking like. And this is actually not a bad looking reversal. So might be worth Might be worth calling it a day because this is getting confusing. Close enough to the 200 that I don't need it. Don't need it. Here we go. Middle of the new week opening gap. Acting like it wants to fail. Why would it want to fail? That looks nice, right? Big volume, big failure. Nah, dude, too easy, bro. They don't give you layups like that. Or do they? Every once in a while they do. All right, 50% is getting hammered. Huh. Hmm. All right, back below the new week opening gap, pushing up towards it here. Very tempting to take this short. Oh my gosh. Swing this bad boy on over there. All right, we're at the new week opening gap there. This thing just can't go. Stonks are failing, except Amazon. Bro. Bro. I'm not chasing. I'm just not. All right, we're at my level. We're at my level. We're in my golden box. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Is it gonna hold? Is it gonna hold? That's a bounce. Is that a bounce? That was pretty. That was pretty. Reversal right from the middle of the new week opening gap. So tempting to take it there. Just didn't trust him to give me the layup, which I should have done. And let's see a little structure happen here. And we're going to be pretty content with this long, I think. Almost worth taking one contract in case it doesn't put in any structure and it just goes. It's already bounced 20 points. Yeah, see the early longs oftentimes will get punished. That's why you get like the 3 drive thing. So wrong, wrong, wrong again. However, if we go to a higher time frame, let's go to the 5 and put it on the 200's flat, 20's crossing down, and that's oftentimes where you get the expansion moves. When the 20 and the 200 are close, the 200's flat. This one's cutting through. So that's a pretty good move though where we're at. I wouldn't be mad if we bounce from here. I think that's sufficient. Yeah, I do. I really do. Maybe Uno Mas. Nice, dude. Shorts got these shorts got faked out. Pretty good. Intriguing. Maybe one long for one more push down. That's kind of nice. Intelligent decision to make right now. Hmm. Intriguing, bro. This is so intriguing. Yeah, I want to take that long. I'm really getting ready to go long here. I'm going to take one contract. Um, because I'm kind of getting high, but I could see this kind of going now. So I'm going to trail 50 with this league. It's a little inefficiency here. Would be nice if it held. Or really a breakaway gap. Got to be mindful of this moving average. Oh, okay. Don't love that. Little false advertising. All right, we're pushing back up. I don't trust this. I'd rather get back in, break even, than take an L or get back in at a lower price. I took this one contract because I thought it might not pull back. So if it pulls back, then it's giving me what I want, which is a better entry. So I'll just get out, protect my capital on the day, and see what we can do. Is it worth adding in the idea that we're 50 above 50% of this range, order block here, propulsion block, what do you want to call it? I want to check the 4 hour. Does it make sense for it to reverse that hard? I mean, kind of, given recent price action. Lots of huge wicks. It's not unheard of. So I'll re-enter if we lose this candle here. Yeah, I'll re-enter if it with a few more contracts, honestly. This is a really small position. But I think we're gonna. It's easily to reverse from right around here, so I kind of want to trail and just take something with this contract. So I'm gonna move to 3 contracts now. If I get a shmoney entry, the stonks. Trying to bounce. Nvidia's at VWAP, putting in a wick. If it can bust through VWAP, Microsoft's holding above VWAP. Everything else is kind of below, minus Amazon, which looks pretty. has the most strength today. A little bit of a long stream so far. Okay, price flagged and then broke out. So we do like this long, but we have to see it contend with some of these landmarks. So volatility is cracking. All right, NVIDIA broke VWAP. That helps. Let's just see. Okay. Like this. I do like this. I don't want to buy an up close candle. I want to buy a down close candle. Oh my God. I kind of want to short that. Ah, it's going to be a bloodbath if this fails. Yeah. All right. I think we got the confirmation we needed now. Now it's about getting that entry that makes the most sense to us. I said I wanted to buy a down close candle. I couldn't buy that one because it was such a pretty reversal that, my gosh, if this would have failed, it would have made sense to me at that point in time. Even though, like I said, stonks look like they want to bounce. The market is bouncing. New week opening gap, 200 breaking. We're about to run these fools. This is going to be a low resistance liquidity run. I'll take one. Playing that the new week opening gap will hold, and that this is going to be a pretty fast expansion. Tempting to close that. I actually don't like this entry. It's definitely forced. But see how tight this is? I cut it. And I would rather get my entry near this 220 and new week opening gap. In this box area. Okay, nice. See, if I would have just been patient. Just be patient. Right. Okay. It's a little pullback here. I think we're good to go. This is a breaker. Very steep pullback, I will say. Nice looking reversal candle on the 5-minute, but there's 2.5 minutes left. This is a play right here. Oh man, that's a play. Just the steepness of this is what I don't like. Yeah, on rising volume, these three candles want to see things sort of mellow out, including me. I'm gonna mellow out here. I'm up like $500 today, almost, between four accounts. Kind of an interesting long. I don't know how much more I want to press my luck. Just look at some naked price action right quick. Definitely in the middle of a range. Hammer counter shooter on the 1 hour. Same thing on the 30. 15-minute looks, you got a bullish engulfing. 5-minute, nice reversal. Bullish in a trap zone in terms of these moving averages. You're just trapped in between them. And you're also in the middle, and price has really been knocking around for a while. See, we're like, I do like prices to go higher. Let's look at the daily. I don't see why we don't take out the high from Monday. Let's look at the weekly. The weekly just looks goofy. Yeah, kind of want to see it hit last week's open. Looks like we're starting to bounce. Let's see. Really, really hard to place your chips on the table here, but this is a good spot for it to bust out of. I'm taking this because look how tight that channel is. This channel's getting really tight. And we're breaking through the 200. Didn't even get all the way back to this trend line. Bounce off these moving average. New week opening gap. So I'll sell one into strength there. I'm gonna keep my original stop loss. Next, I think yesterday's high 526. I'll sell another one. Let's give it a little room to be wrong. We're gonna risk 60, 80 bucks to make. Should I take one more off on a push? No, but I don't really want to take an L on this trade because it went so far in my direction already. So as of now, this could be our new channel. Just grinding away, bro. Should I add to this trade? That's the question. I'm willing to get stopped out break even. Should I add here and then just go break even again? Just double my position. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. So I doubled my position, but now I have a higher chance of losing because my stop is way closer. But I'm thinking we can get another thrust here. And I'll actually stagger some of these limit orders here. Okay. That makes sense. So sweeping this, so I would have been in if I hadn't doubled my position, I would still be in. Um, I think I'll be out break even around this 200 period moving average. Stonks are having a little bit of a pullback. Does Amazon want to bounce here? Tesla's bouncing off VWAP. That's an issue, I think, a little bit with this pullback, but I think it's probably fine to take another long. Just want to wait here a second for something that looks reasonable. Actually, let's see, 50% of this leg, 30. Tempting. It's tempting because it's kind of a revenge trade-ish to enter here because I would still be in it if I didn't double my position. Um, so I'm not going to chase it here. Pretty good day. You know, I'm staying at this like 605 to $600 a day limit across 4 accounts, and it's going to be a while before I get a payout because they're larger accounts trading this size. So it's a little bit um, tricky. It's just that this is just the level where I'm just like, I'm making money, $500-600 a day. That's great, and I'm not going to lose the account, which is also obviously a priority. So now it's turning around. One little pullback early. I was one pullback early on the ad. Um, don't want to chase. Again, I don't want to chase. Although I do like this to continue higher. I really do. This makes sense, dude. Just measuring 50% of this league. That's like counting cards at the blackjack table. Yeah, I like this. This is what I thought could happen here. And this is also why I got in, took that trade here, because I feel like we're relatively low resistance liquidity run underway. Mm. No such thing as a free trade, right? It's like I think I'm clever by doubling my position and then just staying break even, but I'm risking the odds of making profit on my first position by reducing the odds that that first position stays on. So hidden risks abound. So this is where my first contract was. So I want to short the high of the day. I'm not so sure I want to take a short here. But man, did I call it or what? I called it beautifully. Judas to yesterday's mid bounced to yesterday's high. Yesterday's mid, yesterday's high. Only thing I didn't foresee is the double Judas, which makes sense given its news, right? So you can have a double Judas when there's news because the first Judas is like a pre-news fake out. The news hits, then you have the real Judas, or just it's another Judas, which is just like a backstabbing fake move in the market. That's pretty, dude. Trying to see will it fail from yesterday's high. Tesla's still hovering. Nvidia's running. Meta broke VWAP and is looking good. Microsoft took off pretty hard, along with Google. This is an interesting short right here, honestly. Yesterday's high, trendline liquidity. Like to bounce from here again. Pretty good amount of volume all throughout here. Nice reversal candle right there. Inside down close underway on the 5-minute. See what this wants to do here. Might have to call it with a little bit disappointment about how I managed that last trade. Maybe greedy, maybe I should have just added one contract. But I'm learning. That's something new that I'm working on, adding to positions. It's nice to be growing these accounts steady, even though it's going to be a lot nicer once I grow them more in a single day. But for now, I'm grateful for the daily growth. I have to think that this 555 level wants to hit now. Yeah, so the 5-minute bar is now a pin bar. Dude, Microsoft's crushing it, bro. Meta's running, Nvidia's running, Microsoft is running. 4 out of 3 are running. Nvidia's trying to roll over a little bit here, but not Meta, not Microsoft. Kind of like this to bounce right now. When Nvidia gets to VWAP, if it starts to hold, might be worth taking a long. Let's see a measured move from here to here. Measured move is 580. All right, nice failure there. 50% of the swing. Yep, Nvidia's failing, Meta rolled over, Tesla's failing VWAP. Let's see what Nvidia does at VWAP here, and also Meta. Meta's bouncing right away. So is Microsoft. Let's see what 50% of this is for you guys. One more fail here. Get an ABC retracement. Yep. Okay. Stop hunt activated. So Meta's already bouncing. Microsoft's consolidating but looks overbought. Tesla has a pullback. It's failing 50%, looks weak. I have to say this looks kind of weak. So I'm not ready to buy a bounce yet. Still like my area down here, moving averages. And new week opening gap once again. 200 is nice and flat. Stop hunt. Almost triggered. Bounce from here would definitely be nice inducement. Nvidia is just about at VWAP, so I think we failed a little bit more. Tempting to take this short and just see what it wants to do, because man, we're gonna have the elevator down if this thing fails. 50% of this range is a tempting short, honestly. Nvidia's putting in a wick, but I just don't trust it yet. Yeah. This isn't A plus by any means. I like a long from here and until there, I'm kind of favoring shorts to get to there. But how much room is that? That's actually a pretty good amount of play. You probably have at least 20 points. From 50% to the 200 is 24 points. So you're looking at 50 times 3 contracts. It's 150 bucks per account, 2 accounts, 300 bucks. Depending on what I would have to risk. Dang, dude, that's interesting. Very interesting. Oh, see, tempting to take this short, but man, is that pros trade the close? What does this look like? No. It's looking a little bullish too much. Close near the top of the range. Did I time it right? Did I time it right? Is the question. to see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Hey, hey, do what you're gonna do. Not gonna bumble this one up. You're gonna fail, or you're gonna stop. What you gonna do? Oh yeah. Kind of playing on it. Okay, no worries. Nice small risk. Small risk. Interesting. Now what are you gonna do? Oh my gosh. Do you have what it takes to re-enter this trade? That's so hard, bro. I need really tight risk if I'm gonna re-enter this thing. What is that? NVIDIA is finally spent 3 minutes chopping around VWAP and it's acting like it wants to bounce. I don't all the way buy it, bro. I don't know why. I just don't all the way buy it. This is awesome inducement. Nice. Okay. 4 hours looking like it wants to go outside, which puts price going here. It's not that far, it feels like. Hmm. Hmm. The emotions. Your emotions just really get sucked in right there, don't they? Did you just feel your emotions get sucked in when you saw this big candle? They just suck on the emotion. So pull, sucked in emotion, pull back almost perfectly to 50%. If it's real, this could be. Kind of felt real just because we did hit yesterday's high and we did take that liquidity there. So who knows, honestly. I like this level. I think it was induced nicely. Very tight wrist, so it's just have to accept it for what it is, which is the tighter the risk, the smaller the risk, the lower the probability. Um, so close right there. So close. I will actually sell this. I will sell this with small risk. Yep, because I don't trust it, but I just really, ah, can't get bias lock. Cannot have bias lock. It's almost 10, 11 o'clock New York time. Love price fell into this area right now. Am I going to learn my lesson? Huh. I don't know what the lesson is yet. The lesson is the market is not going down. I do like it to go down here. Ah, I just do, bro. What do you want me to say? One of these pivots here that we're seeing, pullback, wick, wick, wick. One of those is going to be the pullback that fails. So if I can just keep defining my risk by this, once I get that failure, there you go. But we'll just have to see. Oh no, where'd my stop loss go? Crap. Okay, I can add it back. Keep going, bro. Big wick. I'm gonna trail my stop on all three of these. Dude, if I hit this button, I buy me and my wife lunch. It's hard not to think like that. You know what I'm saying? I still got a viewer on the stream. I'm done. I'm calling it. Thank you, God, for today's profits. 220 and 240. Like almost 500 bucks today. Um, I'm grateful. Thank you, God. God gets all the glory. If you were on this stream and you didn't comment, um, thanks for hanging out, But I'm about to close it down, do my journaling. Um, so yeah, thank you for watching. Maybe next time you'll hit me up in the chat. All right, peace out.